Hello everyone and welcome to a very special mod showcase. Today I am once again doing a subscriber request and showing you how you can make your first person camera experience that little bit better. But there's more. I also want to give a shout out to a new mod author, Lord of Sword 525, who has released a few excellent mods over the last few days, including the scary catacomb ambience and the Call of Duty Dying Light and zombie sounds, which you will be hearing throughout this video. And seriously, just go check his stuff out and give him a download. These are, in my opinions, the best Stroga sounds out there. They've made my dungeon experience a whole lot better. I'm really enjoying it, even if it does make you feel a bit squeaky at times. But without further ado, let's get into this. I haven't ever really tried anything like this, as I've always been pretty cool with the first person in Skyrim, so I thought about what would improve my experience, and it came down to immersion. When I look down at nothing, spin around trying to catch a glimpse of my feet like a dog chasing its tail but won't ever catch it, my first thought was, how can I fix this? And I came to a mod called the Joy of Perspective, which adds your body and feet in underneath you. However, there is a catch, and you have to be using vanilla armors, and my game doesn't have any of those anymore. So I popped on some unedited clothes I found just to check it out. And honestly, it's not bad. It's fit for purpose. At 7.9 megabytes, it's not a stretch to find space for it, and there are several add-ons you can use, but for me they added very little. However, if you are a first person player, it's probably worth trying that on. Here's the downside. Watch as I put on a custom set of armor and it breaks my immersion. Yep, I lose my body and become a pair of boots walking around. Nice boots, but not quite what you want to be seeing. I will say this is a great mod and a really great start and a great idea, but it could become a mainstay in just about any load order if it got more patches to include new armors. But for the purist who is just trying to improve their overall, this mod is absolutely brilliant. Another mod you're seeing me use here, but probably wouldn't know it unless you were playing, is Sensible First Person Camera 0.95 scale. As I'm using racial body morphs, meaning my character is smaller due to race, so I need my first person camera to be lower to match that. Now, these cameras come in from 0.95 up to 1.15 scale, and actually really they help in combat and they feel amazing when going through cities and towns. It's a really easy mod, just plug in and play at 11.9 kilobytes. It's not going to hurt your load order, it's brilliant. Moving on to something you've been seeing throughout my gameplay, scoped bows. There are three options you can go for here. I'm using the Ancient Falmer bow and arrows, as it was the smallest file size in the group at 12.3 megabytes. They're based off Oriel's bow with colour changes and a really nice quiver texture. The other two are much more substantial though, with scope bows coming in at 91.7 megabytes and adding bows of each type to the leveled list. But my number one pick is actually Ranger's Craft 2, which shockingly is a smaller file size at 62.5 megabytes. But this actually adds in way more, especially when it comes to your immersion. Ranger's Craft gives you a power that allows you to craft arrows and scopes on the fly, attaching the latter through a power as well. Now, it even allows you to attach them to special weapons such as Zephyr, Oriel's and Nightingale's bow, which isn't available through scope bows. A really cool touch for both of the larger files though is the different scope types on each of the bows. From a simple scope on the longbow to something more elaborate on the Dedrick, they all come highly recommended from me. And for those of you who are curious, yes, there is something similar for crossbows in Simply Scoped Crossbows, which is 18.4 megabytes and will massively add to your Dawnguard playthrough. However, this is going to do it for me today. Remember, if you have a request and want to see me test out a mod or just ask me some questions about your mods, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, especially for my graphics mod showcase that I promise I'm working on. I just want the absolute best graphics available before I release it. However, thanks for watching, have a nice day.
So much